Friends, thank you for tuning in to Makeup Monday. I hope you're having a great start to your week. And today we are going to be talking about foundation. Foundation is the next step after primer. If you watched last week, you will know what you put underneath of foundation in order to make the foundation last longer. And so this week is all about Wet n Wild's Photo Focus foundation, and this was tested under 7 light conditions. Okay, this is the perfect millennial foundation. This, if you want to be able to take good selfies, this is your foundation, because you can turn your flash on your phone and there will be no flashback from your foundation on your face. So tip from me to you. And the great thing about it, the best thing about this is that it is $4.99. I can't believe it. It was just like so exciting when I found this, and that it works so well. It applies very smoothly, and so one of the ingredients in it is called, okay, don't forget, it's a big word. It's a big word. It's called cyclopentasiloxane. Okay, also known as D5. They use it as an emollient as well. If you remember last week, it's a moisturizer and it's conditioning. It's lightweight. It's a lightweight silicone. It's also volatile, which means that it will evaporate. Unlike dimethicone, where it does not evaporate and it stays on your face, foundation has cyclopentasiloxane in it, which evaporates a little bit. And so one thing about foundation is that when you put it on in the morning, then by the end of the night, sometimes you'll look and you're like, oh, there's not as much there. Well, that's because it had evaporated a little bit. Now, there were 3 things that I would like to address when picking out a foundation, 3 important steps. One is to think about shade. Okay, my shade is considered Buff Bisque here, and there are different shade names, and you can be able to identify what undertone you are by looking at the shade name. So, which brings me into my second point. Undertone, you can be warm, neutral, or cool. And something, little fun fact about me, in case you didn't know, I'm Chinese, and so I am yellow, but I'm not warm. My undertone is not warm. I am actually a neutral to cool undertone. I look better in vivid colors. I look good in blue, black, white, very vivid, and red especially. I look good in really bright color, or not necessarily bright, but vivid colors. And so when thinking about a foundation, you want to know what undertone you are. Words like golden, honey, peach, sun, etc. Those are going to be your warm undertones. If you're more of a neutral or a cool, you're going to see words like buff, beige, natural, neutral, or even cool. And the third thing to think about is oxidation. When you put a foundation on and you wait about 5 minutes, you might notice from the time that you first put it on to those 5 minutes later, it might brown just a little bit. It's a little darker of a shade than it was when you first put it on. That is called oxidation. And so keep in mind, some foundations oxidize. You might want to pick a 1 shade lighter than you actually are, because once it oxidizes, it will be the perfect shade. So that is all that I have for you today. I appreciate your support. I would love it if you were interactive with me and talked to me about your favorite foundation, what you have found that works, and what you would like for me to cover next. So please keep me informed and keep watching for next week's Makeup Monday. Bye!